The betrayal of 17.4 million Leave voters is coming, but we're not prepared to go down without a fight. Champagne socialist and Europhile Sir Keir's behind-closed-doors meeting with mucky Macron in France today is the start of his party's anti-democratic desire to see the UK tied ever closer to the EU. With the establishment media behind him, Labour leaked its plans to seek a, quote, better Brexit deal before Starmer ended up face-to-face with the untrustworthy French president, who is currently taking nearly £500 million from us to do bugger all to stop the boats invading our southern border. But that didn't stop Starmer boasting about having a very political discussion with Macron.
Did President Macron tell you he'd be willing to renegotiate a Brexit deal with you?
Look, we covered a wide range of issues, and we did focus in particular on that relationship between our two countries.
Do you think that's realistic? Is that not just wishful thinking? How are you different?
Look, I'm very clear that this was a positive and constructive meeting, as I expected, as you would expect.
While both UK government and EU officials have joined together in branding Starmer delusional, their words, I agree though, for believing he can renegotiate the Brexit deal while remaining outside the single market and customs union, I actually think that's the issue. Starmer wants us inside the single market and inside the customs union. I mean, I will never forget he was the man who campaigned so hard to overturn the biggest democratic mandate in British history to see us shackled to the EU forevermore.
Our options must include campaigning for a public vote, and nobody is ruling out Remain as an option. We've agreed that it must be subject to another referendum.
Let's try it out now. So the Tories say, we're out. The Lib Dems say, we're staying. Labour says,
If you vote for Labour, the public will decide in a referendum. And there's now only one way. Whether in this government or the next, put it to the people.
There's absolutely no doubt that the EU is preparing for a Starmer Premiership with relish. The Times has today revealed that the EU is open to creating a new, quote, associate outer tier to include countries in the single market, including Norway, Switzerland and, yes, the UK, stripping us of a host of democratic rights without officially having to rejoin. This would consign us to living in a Brexit in name-only future forever. A European diplomatic source confirmed to the paper the plan was designed with Labour in mind, adding chillingly, it is carefully balanced politically to be a potential place for Britain without the need to ever rejoin the EU or to hold a referendum. Anyone who believes Starmer's promise that he is going to respect the Brexit vote hasn't considered his slippery persona even once when it comes to fragrant political flip-flops. I stake my reputation on the fact that Starmer as Prime Minister, especially if he's propped up by the pro-EU SNP, Lib Dems and Greens, will guarantee a Brexit betrayal, and that cannot be allowed to happen.